Chat, would you ever date a woman that does LonelyFans? For me, it's... How about no? Yeah, I'm good.
When it comes to doing Only, what would you say is the biggest challenge when dating?
Every man thinking you're a...
I mean, what am I supposed to think you are?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
A respectable woman? How can you be respectable when you sell your balloon knot, chocolate starfish, and tuna tunnel on the internet? There's nothing respectable about it, bro.
Creators want a life that's not attached to their internet persona. Maybe they want kids, maybe they want family, maybe they want to build real relationships with people but have that dark cloud hanging over their head. Now, whether or not I think that dark cloud is accurate, the reality is that it's...
The dark cloud he's speaking of is actually floppy labias. Very floppy labias. It's sad, but it's self-inflicted. You know, it's like somebody... you know, falling off of a bike because they pressed the front brakes and mad that they scraped their knees. You know, hey, you did it yourself.
Name in their image and likeness.
Billionaire OnlyFans owner Leonid Radvinsky
is for a platform
dies at 43.
That is not as stable as many people think. And it only gets worse because now they are going through financial issues that threaten to jeopardize the entirety of the platform, taking away incomes from thousands upon thousands of creators. Financially, only losing value left, right, and sideways. And then socially, the stigma has not gone anywhere. So what looks like easy money today becomes the reason that you can't escape tomorrow. If you're new to this and you want to be true to this, please.
I mean, it's so true. So many women get sold this dream. If you go sell your body online, you can make fast money. But the thing is you're sacrificing the best years of your youth for the rest of your life, because no guy's ever going to want to take you serious once they see that you've been selling your body online.
Last 30 days, I'm going to hit all time. And these are the two. Like, so this is the gross.
There's just, wow.
And then, like, you can see that it's not a
$83 million. Jesus Christ.
screenshot. It's real.
Hold on. Dude, my heart's like speeding up a little bit.
Okay, that's just completely unbelievable.
An economy in which gas is $4 on average, people can't afford to buy homes because prices are outrageous, and people are now forced to eat the butt end of the bread, probably the worst part of the entire economy. People are looking for ways to get rich. And so turning to social media in any way, shape, form, or fashion seems like a viable solution. When you hear these claims of these people making all this money from just...
And the thing is, Sophie Rain looks like an acorn. I don't really see the appeal to her. She's not like, oh my God, dude. Like, when I was growing up, Adriana Lima was a baddie. She was hot. Y'all know who Adriana Lima is? Here, I'll even pull her up just so you guys can see. Adriana Lima was hot, you know? That was a hot woman back in the day. Like, look at this. This was beauty back in the day. Face card, undeniable. Let's see if I can't find. Maybe can I just click her profile picture? No, I guess not. Okay, here, we'll pull this up. Adriana Lima, hot. Back in the day, she was the one, you know? And then maybe Angelina Jolie when she was younger and stuff like that. Like, that was also one of my crushes. But like, look at this face card. Her face card doesn't decline. This woman is beautiful. You know what I mean? And this is no plastic surgery, no nothing. This is straight up out the box. These women nowadays got all this plastic surgery and still be beat to bits. It's wild to me.
Masculinity is a perfect example of somebody who has had to choose between her relationship and her professional career, specifically because of the content that she does.
And my boyfriend decided this morning that after 2 years, he has a problem with what I do. So we broke up. And I'm totally having a mental breakdown live on stream.
This is somebody who's a 38-year-old content creator.
38? Still selling your butt?
Who has been told their entire life that they can have it all. And granted, she may be able to have it all, but it's getting slimmer and slimmer, and the clock...
It's just like Pokemon, right? She older, she's getting older, and like these women think that, you know, the walls never close in when they really do.
And if I do get to meet someone that is ready to have children...
ready to have children? Baby girl, your eggs are fried. What are you talking about? Ready to have kids. You're about to be ready to hit menopause. Shots fired! Speaking of, let me menopause you right there. These women are getting older, and geriatric pregnancy hits at 35. So it's not going to happen. Alinity. You don't get to be young for an infinity. You know, Shubin and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt.
Then I would be retiring.
Hug me. course, you got the big back friend to console her.
then I would be retiring before getting married and having kids. I think that's kind of like...
Baby girl, you don't retire from the streets. You never retire. You just work less hours.
I do want to do that. I do want to retire before having kids and getting married.
You're a liar!
I just need to find the right person for it.
Having kids and getting married. You're 38. You're cooked.
The same platform that gave her everything that she wanted financially, it allowed her to have all of the juices open at one time, all of the cereal boxes open at one time, any car and any fridge that she could ever imagine, is also the one that is hurting her options in the dating world. It's hurting her prospects. It's hurting her opportunities.
Here's why. And put a one in the chat if you agree. The main reason why is because men value exclusivity. That's what they value. They don't value a woman that is available to a lot of men. They don't value that. And when you're open to a lot of men and you show your body to a lot of men, it lowers your value as a woman. Exclusivity is something that raises a woman's value. Put a one in the chat if you agree. And then also, men value inexperience in a woman, whereas women value experience in a man. This is why a dude's body count doesn't matter. Like some of you guys chat be like, well, a guy's body count matters. No, it doesn't. A guy's body count doesn't matter. My body count is much higher than Cass's, and she doesn't care. She's like, I'm glad to know that I'm with a guy who's experienced. No girl is like, where are all the virgin men at? Where are all these virgin men at? That's not something that women will ever say. But on the other hand, a man will go, where are the virgin women at? Where are the inexperienced women? Like men look for this all the time, but women never look for a guy that's inexperienced.
No, I am not looking for a 40-year-old virgin. That's not it. No, you know what? I'd be totally fine in dating someone that has kids. Totally fine. Someone
You'd
that
be totally fine dating anybody with a pulse. Shots fired! Good luck just finding anybody at this point.
already has children. I know a lot of people don't like that. A lot of women don't like that, but I think it could be like a really good insight. Like,
isn't this the girl that was like beating her dog or something?
seeing how he is as a father.
She needs to get with Hassan.
I'm cool being a stepmom. I think I'd be a cool stepmom.
Now, some very interesting points were raised about this situation from other content creators that exist on the internet. Miskiff, who on this platform we're not necessarily fond of, raises some interesting points. The person that she did have that did love her and did choose her even though she was doing this lifestyle gave her a specific choice. And she decided to ultimately choose the career. And based off of Miskiff's explanation, she's not a victim in this situation. This is just an outcome of the lifestyle that she's decided to go down.
Which is fair. I think it's very fair for him to do that, being like, look, you're 30-fucking-8, relax with this shit if we want to have kids. And she just chose to go this route still and lost him. It's like, no, I could stay alone, because there's not going to be a lot of men out there who want a 38-year-old woman who's half plastic and the other half fake. They're not going to want a 38-year-old woman that wants other men to seek out and have sex with them all the time and wears skimpy clothes on stream and acts the way she acts. Like, they want a real woman at that point. They're fucking probably 40 years old.
And I will say that there are some
I mean, facts. I don't know much about Miskiff, but facts, dude. No guy wants a chick that is a streamer. Put a one in the chat if you agree. Chat, would you want to date a streamer chick? The last thing I ever want to do is date a woman that craves a lot of outside validation, because you know what that means?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Never go for those women. What does Zerka got to say?
To Alinity. You're 38 and crying that you're still not married. You haven't. Newsflash, it's never going to happen. Every OnlyFans girl, why I'm so kind to you guys in person is because I genuinely feel there's nothing darker in this world than going your whole life alone.
I'll give the people that there are definitely.
I mean, I kind of agree. It's it's kind of a prison sentence in itself where you are forced to be alone because no man wants to take you serious. You know, at least for guys, we can sometimes just lower our standards. You know, get Becky with that's a 3. You know, but women sometimes can't lower their standards. They can't get anything.
Now dabbled into the career of YouTube. There are many days that I find it hard to separate myself from my computer and go hang out with my friends, be with my family, etc., etc. And there are some connotations with being a YouTuber.
No, I actually will agree with that. When I first started YouTube and I was covering a lot of these topics, like there was a lot of times where I would take what I was saying on like these videos and I would, use it in public, and I'm like, man, this is not. I need to chill it out sometimes. Like, so I honestly, in public, if you guys see me, I don't talk near as much. Like on here, I'm a chatty Cath. I'm talking all the time. I'm because that's my job, right? My job is to give you guys entertainment. My job is to give you guys value. But in public, I just be letting people. I heard a quote from Keanu Reeves. He's like, the next time you hear somebody in public say something wrong or say something stupid, just let them be wrong. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have the need to correct people anymore. If you want to say something stupid or wrong. Like I was hanging out with some family, and they were just saying some stuff that I knew was wrong, and I just sat there. I was like, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. Dating with an OF.
Have you had trouble with guys like getting quite jealous of you having?
Oh,
I'm
100%.
assuming.
Most guys won't date. Yeah.
So have you ever had the scenario where you have a few great dates and then you're like, hey, what are we doing here, pal?
Yeah.
And he just strikes it down because of the.
No, I've had a couple dates in the last couple months that the guy literally told me to my face, oh my God, like, oh, it's totally fine. You don't fucking went and told all my friends that he's like, I like her, but I can't date her because she has OnlyFans.
I'm Amanda. I do.
When it comes to doing, what would you say is the biggest challenge when dating?
Every man thinking you're a whore.
Why? Here's my whole thing. Why would I think you're respectable when you're spreading your butt cheeks online? Shots fired! Why? It goes back to the whole notion of why would I respect you more than you're respecting yourself? You're selling your body. You're minimizing yourself down to basically an online prostitute, saying, hey, all I have to offer is my body, nothing from my brain. So if that's the case, why wouldn't I take you at face value and value you for what you're valuing yourself as? Huh?
Stupid.
Huh? Why would I do that? Why would I perceive your value to be higher than you're perceiving your own value? What is that? I ain't your daddy. I ain't your mama. I'm not going to think you're all Lucky Charms and sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. I don't think you're awesome. If you're spreading your balloon knot online for $4.99, there's no way that I'm going to think you're better than that. Why don't they understand this? Well, how is this such a foreign concept? You're showing your level of respect for yourself by what you do. So if you don't respect yourself, you're going to do something that's not respectable. Like for me, I'm proud of my craft. I'm proud of what I do. But for these women, you're not proud of your craft. You wouldn't show it to your grandparents. You wouldn't show it to your parents happily. You'd have despicable thoughts in your head if you thought your dad was watching your content. If I thought my dad was watching my content, I'd hope my dad would put the meth pipe down. I doubt it though.
Like I pop my for everybody, but I don't.
You do. Anybody that has $4.99, you pop it for.
Only the ones that pay though.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
You ever have like boyfriends? Dating was really hard. People have persona
I'll show you something that's really hard.
of you, especially as I like grew a name for myself. It was hard to meet someone who doesn't know who I was. And so like there was always that like fan.
Dude, I'm gonna call it like this. What is up with these anime acorn women? Like her, Sophie Rain, they look like somebody drew a face on a freaking acorn.
They met me first in their mind as Riley, so it's really hard to like reverse and teach them that I'm Ashley. Being with the it's like you don't take her to meet your mom and blah blah blah. I didn't like retire, but I just stopped shooting like boy girl. So it was like a choice that I made on my own. Made that choice because I was lonely and I wanted like love and affections and stuff. And I was like,
oh, you ain't getting none of that. You be getting done dirty on camera. You ain't getting none of that.
I'm not going to be able to find this while I'm performing because it makes dating hard. Because I've dated guys and they were like, me or like, well, gave me this ultimatum, so I choose that.
See, there's a difference between...
That's crazy. But it boils down also to me or career. And so many women choose their career over a relationship, whereas a lot of men would choose a relationship over a career. And then these women get old and they start crying and they realize that they should have prioritized a relationship.
OnlyFans works is that it's marketed as some sort of temporary hustle. Hey, you're struggling in college. Hey, you just graduated high school and don't know what to do. Hey, you've always been the quote unquote overdeveloped or early developed young woman in school and you need to get some money right after you graduate high school. Job isn't paying the bills.
That's crazy. I can't believe they're even marketing this to young women. This is terrible in my opinion because it ruins them. It's a scarlet letter for the rest of your life. But it's also a little bit of Darwinism, right? You know, it's natural selection at its best.
A lot of people think that, oh, I don't have to have a lot of followers. I can just jump.
Bro, she ordered Michael Jackson's nose off of Temu. What the fart is that?
On and do this in secret, and I'll just make a bunch of money. Well, what happens with that is we see statistics like the average wage of an OnlyFans creator is $180 a month.
Peanuts. Go work at TJ Maxx, bro. Shots fired. $180 a month. Barely pay your electricity with that.
And that's because so many people are jumping on, thinking that they don't have to do anything. They post all of these pictures. They don't earn any money, and then that's actually on the internet forever, and you really can't get it down.
It's the retirement point that really...
I'll show you something you can't get down, you know what I mean? Hit the button a little too early. Sorry there, Chad. I just get a little overzealous sometimes. I get a little overzealous with these. But we're going to see a mad generation of women that are just, you know, slowly but surely regretting it.
Imagine what these poor girls will have to deal with that brag about, I made $1 million on my 18th birthday. They'll never be free. They will never be free.
That's
and you
sick.
can say, well, Helena, what if I go online 20 years from now and they have a husband and kids and they're fine and they have a normal life and they used all that money from selling pictures of their ass to start a business? Then what? Then they've pulled ahead of you.
The thing is, they don't do that. These women say they can make all this money. I could start businesses. They don't do that. Women typically aren't entrepreneurial. That's why you don't see a lot of CEOs, a lot of founders aren't women. It's just the reality of it. These women can say one thing, but what they do is a completely other thing.
Their entire life, anywhere they go in public, even if they move to a town of 3,000 people in Montana, they will run into somebody that has seen all of them. That is terrifying. Their children will be relentlessly bullied in school no matter where they go, even if they homeschool them. The second any of their family members get on the internet, they're going to receive a ton of messages, pictures of you know what, okay? Like,
and again, I need to interject. I'm not shaming anybody from here, but these are just...
Oh, I am. I'm definitely shaming people that sell their bodies online. Yeah, I'm shaming y'all. Because that's the only way we'll get back. We got to get to a point where we're shaming this vile behavior, because if we don't, it'll never get to a point where women are not doing it. But 10% of women aged 18 to 24 are doing this stuff. That's a problem.
Media space has been dominated by how much some top earners are making on. But what hasn't really been discussed is how the company has lost billions of dollars in valuation in a very short amount of time. And things just got even more messy because is now in a very bad situation after the CEO passed away.
This may be where I expose some of my hood ratedness, but as a street nigga, I've heard the phrase sold to young ladies that if...
yeah, okay, let's keep it moving, because I don't know anything about the streets. I mean, I was raised in a poor neighborhood, but that's about as far as it goes. I always knew that a woman's going to show you her true colors. If she's easy to get, she's real hard to keep. And if she's hard to get, she's easy to keep.
You have that exit problem, because even if someone bought it, how do they eventually sell it? Like, taking it public through a stock market listing, that's essentially impossible under the current conditions. And there's also no obvious second buyer standing by, and the insane financials don't resolve the fact that this is an asset most people in finance don't really want to be publicly associated with. And I mean, if I was to guess, that might be one of the reasons why they tried to stop allowing adult content on their platform back in, 2021, plus the whole payment processors problem.
To summarize,
I mean, yeah, I think Elon Musk should buy it and turn it into an academy that just, or like a learning academy, or like an addiction help hotline or something.
The real competitors here, YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon, they don't allow any 18 plus content. And I don't see a world where OF is actually able to compete with any of these platforms in the safer workspace because, the stigma that comes with the name. It's just like, I don't know. I just can't see most creators being very inclined to be like, hey guys, follow my unless they're paid like a massive bag. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. But
no, no, absolutely not. Well, and then the other thing is it is driving just a further divide between the dating market. So women are posting this stuff online, getting attention from men who they see as vile and disgusting because they know what they're doing is vile and disgusting. So therefore it makes these women not like these men. And then these men are purchasing this content because they don't go out and actually try to meet a woman in public. So they think, oh, this fake synthetic relationship I have with this girl across the screen on my phone is an actual genuine, authentic relationship. Therefore they pump and funnel money to this woman that they've never met and will never meet and have never had a conversation with, thinking it's an organic and real relationship. And these women honestly probably don't even know these guys are messaging them because they have these guys that are sitting by that are managers messaging these guys. Like, it's sick. And it's driving a wedge in the dating market where it's making women despise men because they think they're all vile and disgusting, and it's making men cocoon and stay solo and isolated in their own little goon island where they don't want to actually go out and talk to women because they're like, well, I can just spend $10 and get a picture from so-and-so. It's sick. It's sick behavior, but it's happening right now. Mia Khalifa explains why her infamous scene pushed her to walk away from porn.
I'm infamous by accident. I entered the adult industry in October of 2014, and very, very quickly I was pressured to perform in a video where the context was that I was an Arab veiled woman, and that was it. The intent was to exploit the fact that I was Arabic and spoke.
Yeah, it's called marketing, dude. Stupid. Why wouldn't they take that angle? It's the easiest angle to take.
Arabic, and I went through with it, and not very long after, I would say like maybe a couple hours after it premiered, the avalanche started. Every news outlet picked it up, and everybody had an opinion on it, and it felt like from there on my fate was sealed. And all of a sudden,
honestly, she should have never got out. She should have just stayed in because she's fried. She's cooked.
I was completely out of control of my image, my reputation, my intentions.
Your intentions?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
That's what the intentions are.
Every single thing about me was being misunderstood.
This is a warning sign.
Okay, what was the understanding that we missed there, Mia? Please educate us as to why we misunderstood you. I want to know. I want to know. You busted it open online and expected us to understand you. If you want people to understand you, maybe you should do something that people can understand that's not that. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted people to understand me, I'd start a YouTube channel and try to give, men advice. That's what I would do, right? That's what I did. I wasn't like, you know what? I'm gonna start busting my cheeks open online. That's not what that's what I didn't do. Just the stupidity, bro. The dumbness. It's palatable. You can almost taste it. It's good. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Let's go to the comments of yesterday's video. The Katy Perry situation just got way worse. All right, here we go. What do we got? What did you guys say? Female Diddy. Man, Loki is chilling. He got that whoop-de-doo kind of vibe.
Whoop-de-doo.
This ain't right. Put a dude in their place and it's prison. Facts. I worked in Hollywood 18 months and I was out. I've been around women like this. They seem to think they're so hot that anyone would be okay with their sexual advances. Yeah, it's not okay. Dern, Loki is out cold. Never seen him laid out like that. Yeah, bro. Sometimes he'd be tired, bro. Those eyes scream insanity to me since I first saw them. How can people not tell? If my barber asks me for consent to touch me, I'm standing up, leaving, and finding a new barber. The double standard is real. There are plenty of men that think this is okay. For real. Wow, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau have a lot in common. What a great match. Dang, her forcing herself on those boys is creepy. How does she get away with it? Any man would have been locked up for that behavior. Yeah, Loki is out like a light. Loki passed out. Is AI sleeping Loki? No, that's him. That's he's just, you know what I mean? He was just out. Never thought I'd wish I was an assault victim. Oh wow, that's weird. I called Katie a creep months ago when a few American Idol fans went Carrie Underwood replaced as a judge. I commented, as long as it's not with Katy Perry coming back because she is a creep, I agree. She gets away with it because she lives amongst predators in a state that protects predators. You got a point. This shows the double standard between men and women. If a male performer kissed a 14-year-old girl on the lips, everyone's reaction will be different. When a woman does it, it's all right and not offensive in the government life. Our system is allowing women to break lawful rules, yet if it was a man, we'd be labeled as pedos and abusers. I agree. The double standard is insane. The fact that she can go do this and nothing happens to her is wild work to me. What is this? Single era crash out. What do we got?
Guys are so lucky. You guys do not understand. So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a fucking roster. I'm having to sit here and go out and do
You don't have to do that. You don't have to build the roster. Who lied to you?
things I don't want to do. I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. But I feel like I don't have a choice. Men, you guys just get to sit there and you guys can go wait until you're in your 30s, you're almost 40, and you can just go get with a girl that's in her fucking 20s and live a normal life.
You think it's that easy? They really are. She really works overtime at the Lululemon because it's not that easy.
Girls don't have that luxury. I'm now sitting here at 25 having to figure out how the fuck to get back in these fucking streets so I can figure out, so 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still with my daughter being an only child.
Oh.
Single mom.
There it was. There it is. Now we see why. Now we see it. Now you see me, now you don't. There it is. That's why it's so difficult. That's why it's so I knew it was something. I was like, you know what? This girl's not that bad looking, right? Let's take another gander here. Red-headed, green-eyed, very unique look. I mean, not the best in the face. Give her a 4 on her best days. Shots fired! But y'all know what I say about single moms. Whatever your rating is, cut it in half. So if she's a 4, now she's a 2. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them, Rebecca. You don't want your kid to be an only child. Here's the thing. You should have got with the daddy.
Gotcha, bitch.
Should have got with him. Where's Donde Está, the father of said child? Should have got with him.
Like, I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to be happy. Like, I want
Get with the man that got you pregnant.
all of these things. But people don't want that nowadays, it feels.
No. You know what people don't want? Single moms.
Single mom.
You notice how she just, it was this much of the whole presentation. You know, I don't want my daughter to raise it. That's what she's talking about. That's what you need to focus on.
It feels like no matter, it's like, what is this dating stuff? What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's
Clearly you know if you pooped out a kid.
disgusting. Like, my friends helped me make a Hinge and a Tinder, and it's like, I hated it. I hate it. I ended up deleting my Hinge, and I'm getting ready to delete the Tinder because it's just like I don't want to talk to anybody on there. Like, I don't want to do any
Then die alone.
of this. Like I'm just sitting there like a magazine going through like clothing. That's what it feels like, and it's like I don't want that, and I don't want to be a part of that.
Well, then buy a dog or die alone. I don't know what to tell you. Go raise your little snot-nosed brat till they're 18, get them out the house. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, these women really think that us as men owe them some type of understanding. And we don't. Okay, so I showed you guys a video the other day. Philadelphia boy who exposed his fellow classmates for being unable to read a simple sentence is now under threat of being blocked from graduating and expelled simply for blowing the whistle on how his school is illiterate.
Read the ending score for me.
She wore a suit.
Like, these kids can't freaking read. I'm writing to express concern regarding the school's decision to pursue expulsion of a senior student over the creation of a TikTok account that involved interviewing fellow students on their ability to spell words. Not spell words, read words. It seems like the administration can't even read either. Oh my God. Shots fired! This is sad. See, this is what we should be doing. This is what we should be doing. Like, exposing these kids. Read a page out of a Harry Potter book. You know what I mean? All right, what do we got here?
I went on a date tonight where the man just sent me a Venmo request. Like, I can't make this up. He picks the place. Okay. We went to Nobu, which is like fancy and expensive, okay? But
Very.
He picked the place. Whatever. And let me preface by saying that when I go on a date, I don't pick the most expensive thing on the menu. Like, I'm not going to pick the least expensive thing, but something in between that I know I'll like. This man, however, splurged. This man got so much sushi, I thought he was eating for 2. I don't even know how he finished it all. It was crazy.
I don't even know how he finished it all. It was nutty.
I, on the other hand, got a seaweed salad and 1 roll. And then for drinks, this guy's like, do you want to get a bottle of wine? I was like, no, like, I don't really want to drink, but if you want to get a bottle, I'll have a glass. He got an $120 bottle of wine. The rest of the date was fine, honestly. He walked me home. I said goodnight. I want to see you again. An hour later, I get a Venmo request for $150. I'm in shock. I don't even know what to do.
That's savage. That's actually kind of funny, though. I ain't even gonna lie. That's actually kind of funny. That's funny. All right. Okay. So there's a new scam taking place in America that allows scammers to get your phone number to get past two-factor authentication.
I work at AT&T, and over the last couple days, I've witnessed multiple malicious port outs, which means that a scammer has tricked your cell phone carrier into allowing them to port your number over into a device that they control, which in turn lets them do the two-factor authentication, allowing them into your bank account, your email, your social media. A way to prevent this from happening, and this isn't just for AT&T, this is for any cell phone carrier that you have. Most of them have a port out protection that you should turn on, because this has been happening quite a bit lately. So just letting you know.
Dude, I actually got one of those texts the other day. I'm pretty good at catching on the fishy text, though. I'm like, oh, this is from some random number. I get a lot of emails, too. I don't know about you guys. Chad, do you get a lot of emails or text messages that are scam and spam? Dude, it's ridiculous, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Bro, another thing. I just want to thank you guys, man. Like, every day I post a video, it does like 30 to 40K. And I just want to say I really appreciate you guys, man. Like, seriously, I just want to say I love you guys, man. For real, though. But no, seriously. And if you guys haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you did. So if you made it this far, I feel like everybody that makes it this far, they'll always subscribe. So I appreciate you guys. And if you ever need me, I got your back like a chiropractor. You can always give me a call. So you can call me at this number down here, 512-714-2188. You can call for a slew of things. Life advice, girl advice, what to do in your business, if you want to start social media, whatever it is, man. I'm here for you guys. That's why I have this number. You can call me Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you don't know what Central Standard Time is, just Google it. Just Google it. I think it's Chicago time. It's not too difficult. So if you're on the East Coast, I'm an hour behind you. If you're in the West Coast, I'm 2 hours ahead. And if you're Mountain, I'm an hour ahead. So and if you're across the world, good luck. I don't know. If you're across the world, I don't know. I know we got people that watch in like the Netherlands, Germany. Like we got you guys all over the place. So, but yeah, man, I just want to say thank you guys. And Loki's. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
Whoop-de-doo.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.